Some big changes coming at Cadillac, this time on Talking Vehicles with Joe. Cadillac has announced the discontinuation after the 2026 model year of the CT4 and CT5 sedans. This effectively takes Cadillac out of the passenger car business. They will, in 2027 and forward, be strictly a crossover SUV type vehicle supplier. That's all they'll have in their mix. So my question to you is, do you think this is a good move for Cadillac? I'm sure Cadillac, the reasoning behind it is they just aren't selling that many of them, and it's no longer economically feasible to produce them, which is totally understandable. But one of the things that Cadillac loses is the wonderful V Series sedans and the V Blackwing sedans, which are world-class performance vehicles and really kind of a halo for Cadillac. I mean, they create a certain image about Cadillac engineering and design, and Cadillac's commitment to build vehicles that are performance-oriented and fun to drive, and they lose a touch of that. Yes, they do have V-Series in their electric vehicles. You can buy a V-Series Lyriq, a V-Series Optique, and a V-Series Escalade. And by the way, with the discontinuation of these two vehicles, the only two gasoline-powered vehicles Cadillac will have in their lineup is the gasoline-powered Escalade and the upcoming replacement for the XT5, which by all indications appears to be what the current XT5 in China is. And it happens to be a very good looking vehicle. And the early indications are that the vehicle will be powered by a 2-liter turbocharged gasoline engine and also have a hybrid option. So there will be some type of an electric propulsion in addition to the gasoline engine. Now, will it be a mild hybrid that just uses regenerative braking to charge batteries and they assist the gasoline engine? Or maybe it can be driven for short distances on electric? Or will it be a plug-in that gives you a greater range? There doesn't seem to be any indication as to what that's going to be at this point. 2027 is coming soon. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. But anyway, Cadillac is out of the sedan business as of 2027. Now, again, the rumor is that there will be a replacement for the CT5 at some point. But that's just a rumor. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing's official from Cadillac. And one has to wonder, I mean, if you look at Cadillac's competitors, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Infiniti, Genesis, if you want to consider Genesis a competitor, they all have sedans, and they all do relatively well with their sedans. Sure, it's a shrinking market, but companies offering high value and, frankly, a high level of prestige with their vehicles are still selling sedans. There's still a sedan market. And I think the future is going to go back to passenger cars, at least at some level. I know I have a daughter that is a millennial daughter, and she is looking for a vehicle right now, and she doesn't want a crossover SUV type vehicle. You know, that's the old man's, that's dad's types vehicles. And she doesn't want one of those. She wants a car. She wants an electric car. And it's getting harder and harder to find electric cars, at least ones that are within her price range. I mean, like a BMW i6 is a really, really cool electric car, not in her price range. The Chevy Bolt would be more in her price range, but to her, it looks too much like a crossover or an SUV. So I believe there is a market there for that type vehicle, and the car makers in general are missing it. So we'll see what happens in the future. But again, General Motors is down to now just a couple of passenger cars, the Chevy Bolt, being one, the Chevy Corvette being one, and that's such a specialty car. I mean, you can't really consider that a mainstream passenger car. And the rest is all crossovers and SUVs. And Ford, of course, seems to be going that same direction. So it'll be interesting to see what the future holds. Maybe the car companies, the domestic car companies anyway, are going to wait to see what happens with the passenger car market and decide what they need to do from there. I think that would be unfortunate because they'll be jumping in late. I mean, you have Hyundai, Kia, Toyota, Nissan, Honda, all still are in the passenger car market and all still sell a fair number of them. So, if the market shifts, if market preference shifts, if younger generation coming up is more interested in cars than SUVs, the domestics could find themselves scrambling to catch up, and that's not a great position to be in. Anyway, I'm Joe Ferguson. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoyed this video of Talking Vehicles with Joe. If you did, hit the like button, share it with somebody that you think might be interested in it, and please subscribe. That would help me a bunch. And hit the notification bell to make sure that you see when I post future videos. I post every Friday. My email address is in the description. If you want to talk about cars or have something specific you want to talk about, email me. I'll be happy to talk to you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday on Talking Vehicles with Joe.